Good morning, welcome to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and as you can see, I survived being stabbed yesterday. Okay, might be a bit of an exaggeration. It was a flu shot, but I survived it and lived to tell the tale. Just putting some moisturiser on my hands. Now, if you can hear banging, crashing, and sounds as if the house is falling down, it probably is because Gary is out there taking cladding off the wall, putting up new wall, and well, it's messy, it's noisy. So I was woken up this morning by the sound of that and the hoover, because he'd taken down a piece of coving that was put there to kind of hide wiring and the edge of the conservatory roof, which is slopey, and it was full of insulation that had broken down, and it was everywhere. And Gary didn't think, you know what, I'll get a dust sheet. No, I'll get a dust sheet and I'll cover all this stuff up. No, he just did it all over it, and so it was a complete nightmare, and all over Fluffy's food and water dish. So obviously I had to throw the food away and get her a new kind of wash all her dish and give her a new food dish. And so yeah, he's got some challenging behaviour sometimes. All moisturise. So I've decided to start using rubber gloves again when I wash up, because I've got to sort this out. It's not great. And Nancy, I want to thank you for a brilliant idea. Nancy said, every time if I do talk about my ailments, I've got to use the old lady voice. So what a great idea. I'm going to do that. And so first off, I survived the flu jab. What a great idea. If I can remember, I will. It's so funny. I was invited yesterday to go see Theory of a Dead Man, and I was so tempted. It's the second time I've been invited. First of all, Michael invited me and said, look, if you don't want to come, I'll get my mate to come. So I said, all right then. Sadly, I can't come. And so he got his friend, and separately, Gemma was going with Charlotte, and now Charlotte isn't going. So Gemma said, oh, please come, because I'll be on my own with Mike and his mates otherwise, because if I don't go, that ticket will go to one of Mike's other mates. And I really want to go, and I love them, really do love Theory of Dead Man. So I really wanted to go, and I was so, I said, look, yeah, I just need to check the calendar when I get home, because at the time we were out to Gary's brother's house, because his other brother had come down, and Melvin had been stuck in traffic for 2 hours. I said that we had traffic chaos. It's ongoing for a long while. So it would normally take him 40 minutes to an hour to get down. It took him 2 hours. So he was a bit frazzled and didn't really want to drive. So we went there to see him. We had to go out anyway to get some food and bits and bobs. So we did that as well. And so when I got home, I couldn't stand. My foot was so painful that I couldn't stand, and that kind of told me I wouldn't be able to do it. Even if I was, able to suck in the dry ice and stand on my feet all that time and dance and stuff like you do, like jig about, you don't kind of dance, do you? It's not like you're doing all this. You're not doing any of that stuff. It's just kind of bobbing, isn't really a concert. And headbanging maybe, but no, I don't do that, honestly. But yeah, even that I thought was going to be difficult enough, but I couldn't walk to the bathroom. I thought, I can't do it. So I said, I'm really sorry, I'd love to come, but I just can't. So poor Gemma will be stuck with all the men. And no, I couldn't do it with ailments. So that was that. I feel sad about it. I really wanted to go. I mean, there's part of me that thinks, oh, going out for that length of time, getting home beyond midnight, being absolutely knackered. Then the other part of me thinks, it's the Theory of a Dead Man, you want to go? So, yeah. just can't do it. Okay, if you're wondering why I'm doing that, even though I wore a mask, I was holding the wood while Gary cut it. I put a mask on because it was getting down my throat yesterday. And we cut 6 yesterday. So this time it was cutting around the doorway, and I thought, oh, putting a mask on. Should have done it yesterday. But we were trying to get it done quick, so I didn't want to faff about. The joke then, and it's one of these best old folks jokes ever. Best old folks jokes. But this one is true of any age, to be honest with you. The only time the world beats a path to your door is when you're in the bathroom. Specifically, if you're in the bath. Or otherwise indisposed on the throne. That's the other reason. Yeah. Cheers. I have a nice cup. This is my first cup of tea. I said to Gary, you know, when he was trying to motivate me to get out there and help him, I'd just woken up and I kind of shuffled, you know, that morning flump, 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 come out of the bedroom and looked at him, and he went, oh, I need you to do that. And I thought, no tea, no nice wake up, just hold this, get this done, we need to cut this, let's go. And I'm thinking, oh, in future, cup of tea, wake up gently, then broach the subject, can you come outside and hold my wood? Just saying. Now that sounds noisy. I just realised. Of course I meant DIY. Yes. Sounded bad, didn't it? Oh dear. I do that sometimes. I kind of, my mouth runs away with me, and then I realise the double entendre. And double entendre, maybe. I don't know. Gonna have tea, calm down now. Oh, it's giveaway day today. And I've got some lovely yarn. While we was out yesterday, I popped into a shop and got some more of some yarn that I got recently and love. So I thought, oh, I'll get some more and I'll get some to do a giveaway, and that's what I did. So you have to wait and see. But it is fabulous yarn. Really is. Really, really nice. Guess what happened to me yesterday? Oh, as I say, got back, could barely walk, so I flopped down on the sofa and said, Gary, make me tea, like you do. Gary, make me tea. So we sat down to watch Z Nation, and he spoke to me at some point, and I turned round just to see, we were sitting on the sofa, the wall's behind us, spider crawling somewhere between us. I went, Gary, spider. And honestly, I got my slipper, I went really quick, and it disappeared. Oh, so I said, I can't rest, we've got to pull the sofa out. So I've got this little table, so I took all the table, and it's got hooks, darning needles, cup of tea, glasses, I mean, you know, reading glasses, should I need them for anything. It's got all my stuff. Got all my stuff on it. Get out of the way, and we had to pull the sofa back, and I was fully expected to see it running. Nothing there. I thought, well, this ain't good, you know, if it's not there, it's somewhere else. So I got my spider spray, and I'm like spraying behind the sofa, underneath the sofa, around the side of the sofa, and then we put it back, and I thought maybe I'll see it running. So I kind of, by this time I'd got the willies big time, you know, and I couldn't compose myself. So I went off somewhere, and Gary's come out the kitchen with it in a piece of tissue, and he was like, it's dead. You killed it. And I said, but why didn't I see it? He said, because it was dark behind the sofa and the carpet's dark blue. He said, but here it is, you killed it. And I said, he had this tissue. I went, is it really in there? And he said, I wouldn't do that to you because I know I hate spiders. And he said, have a look then. And I thought, oh. So I kind of did that, and I saw it. So I put it in the bin. But after that, all evening, I'm kind of looking for its dad or wife or husband, you know. I'm thinking, there's one, there's not just one, you know. So I'm kind of, and I was to this minute I still feel when I walk in there, I'm looking, and honestly, I've also, the worst thing is when they're on you, but you know, it was right there, like by my head, and I'm, because my ponytail sticks up, could have gone on my hair. Oh my god, I might just shave all my hair off. Just wear a bun, and it still touch the wall. Can't move the sofa. Make the wall out of conkers. They hate conkers, and it's conker season, isn't it? They're all falling off the tree. Saw them the other day when we went to football. There was lots of conkers on. Obviously the kids had had more, but I thought, oh, I'll go to the park, get some conkers, and come back and put them everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, makes me itch thinking of it. Anyway, enough of my stupid phobia. Quick slurp of the tea, calm me down. Oh, bliss. Something else I did yesterday, I ordered a new ring light. Otherwise, I would have tried to get the actual light bit higher, because I figured, you know, I probably taped it too low, and my actual phone stops the light getting to my forehead and top of my head, so it's kind of not the greatest. If I turned it up, it just makes it worse. You know, if I turn the brightness up, it just means illuminated, not illuminated. So, clever words, huh? So yeah, I've ordered a new one, and I was fully intending to get on there and see that they're all £100 like they were before, £27. I thought, okay, it's probably not as good as the one I've got, well, the one that disintegrated on me, but I don't want to pay nearly £100 for one that's going to disintegrate. If I've paid £27 for it, it disintegrates, then I'll just get another one, you know. So I figured, you know, it looked the same, stupidly, everything about it, because my ring has got lots and lots of little bulbs all the way around, LEDs, and some of them have just got a tube. So mine, the one I'm getting, looked like it had lots and lots of little LEDs. And the beautiful thing about it is it's Amazon, so if I look at it and I think that's rubbish, just go straight back, and then I tape this thing up higher, and it seems to be working all right, doesn't it? It's not fell off or dropped or anything. It's pretty sturdy. It's supposed to be bendy, but it's really hard to bend. It's like the hardest kind of bendy stuff I've ever tried to bend, to be honest with you. Honestly, I think I'm blaming the spider for my fluffiness. I tell you, it really did kind of well, give me the willies, for want of a better word. But I put this light on to make it a little bit brighter, and I've undone the blind just a bit more to get a bit more light in. If I go the blind anymore, then this part of me is shiny and bright. So it's not that easy to get the light right in here at the minute, but fingers crossed, new neck light won't be any worse than the old one. How can they do them for that price when other people are charging like 150, some are charging 275, and I honestly can't look at that. They don't look any different, but whether it is metal connection on metal connection or just the same, I'd have to order one to find out. Now I've got to pause it because I've got to blow my nose. It won't be a second. That's better. You know, one of these days I'm going to do that and it won't be, and you'll hear me trumpeting like an elephant. Oh, so yeah, I've got to probably have my work cut out for me over the next week doing DIY with Gary. Yesterday, I had to take out with Gary 6 huge sheets of this stuff, and it's OSB board. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's kind of like compressed, and it's all bits of wood shavings and chips and everything else, and they're all compressed. So when you look at it, it looks like patchwork, but random, like bits and bobs, and it's all kind of compressed in. So what we're going to do with it is we're going to do the whole of the length of the conservatory, and then we're going to stain it and varnish it. So all those little things will take the stain in a different way. So if we kind of use burgundy, some of it will be brighter red and some of it will be really dark. some of it will be almost black, and then we'll varnish it, and it should be quite attractive. So I said, all these offcuts, Gary, practice on it first, and then we can, you know, get it right. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. It might look rather fetching, I think, artistic. Yeah, I think so. So that's what he's doing at the moment, is just measuring it, cutting it all. So yes, 6 of those we got out yesterday, and I'm not kidding you, they are like 8 foot by I'd say 5 or 6, probably 6, maybe even more, and they did weigh a pretty amount. So we had to put them on a paste table, and I had to hold them while he cut them. So then we had to like stand them up. Once we'd done 6, take all the bits back in. So obviously the bits that were cut were smaller than they were before, but they only had what, foot cut off, so they're still 7 foot by 5. So by the end of that, I was achy, so to speak, because, you know, I'm only 5'2" and a bit. I'd say 5'3", because I like to round it up, makes it sound a bit more, even though, you know, I've always been vertically challenged. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this and sort out my giveaway, and probably then have to go do more with Gary. So thanks for watching, and thanks Nancy. It's a brilliant idea. I think that's definitely the way to go, and watch out for my giveaway coming shortly. Bye for now.